Hey everyone, thanks for listening. We are three guys and a drink. We have a new drink for you today. Joseph's going to go over that, but first I want to just say I'm your host, along with my co-hosts Joseph and Jacob. Jacob, how are you doing before we kind of go into the drinks?
I'm doing great. We just got done with our podcast, Far Out Dudes, and if you guys want to check that out, that'd be great.
Awesome. Yes, please tune in to Far Out Dudes. We've got some real crazy far out things and paranormal and conspiracy theory things going on in that one, so please listen up. Joseph?
Yeah, this week, I just want to interject. This week we talked about Crestone Mountain. Is that right, PJ? PJ's the one that came up with the topic today.
Crestone, Colorado.
Crestone, Colorado.
Yeah, the San Luis Valley is actually what we talk about in that on our Far Out Dudes podcast. Please listen up. Please listen. We've got some.
We don't want to beg the listeners.
5, 4, 3.
If you can say, do us a favor, hop over there.
Okay. 5, 4,
please,
3.
dear God.
Please listen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So we got Crestone, Colorado.
Yeah,
it's actually
we checked out. This week.
San Luis Valley. We talk about different things there. Mm-hmm. Definitely go out, check that out. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to our podcast. But today we actually have a really good drink for y'all here today. Joseph, what drink do we have today? How are you doing?
Well, that's one of the questions. I'm doing good. Doing good on this. What's it today? Sunday?
Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Oh.
I'm just making up. It's Sunday.
So what I brought to help us come back from that disgusting...
You're also talking so loud that it's picking up on PJ's mic very well.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what I brought was something to help us recover from last week's disgusting whiskey that you brought.
Actually, I really enjoyed that whiskey after a while. It actually sat with me well.
Anyways, so
Joseph's not a whiskey guy, so that's the reason why he's saying it's disgusting. I'm a whiskey. I kind of enjoyed it.
Today, a mix of Corona Limonadas.
A seltzer is what you got.
They are a hard seltzer by Corona, yeah. So what I want to do first, there's 4 flavors here: grapefruit, strawberry, watermelon, and classic lemon lime. And what I want you to do is close your eyes, and I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay, I like this.
I like this
idea.
Which one you think it is? Okay.
Okay, here.
So close it. Don't peek.
Wait, I want to try too now.
Okay, well you're going to, but I'm gonna give you a different. You can look. Yours just will be separate. Okay. No, you need to turn the can. There you go.
So I got my eyes closed, guys. So I don't know what this thing is going. So Joseph, you gotta guide me. Am I on it?
Yeah, you're on it. Yeah, you're on it. What flavor was that?
I need to taste it again. It's very light.
It's pointed right at you.
Is it like carbonated water?
Why do you have your eyes closed?
Because I want to do it too. Because it's exciting.
Is that the same one?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like it's a strawberry.
Okay, Jacob, here you go. It's like you would normally take a drink. Yes, he is.
It's strawberry.
Okay.
What is it?
It has a perfumey taste to it.
It is watermelon. It's not.
It's watermelon.
It's watermelon.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's watermelon. Yeah.
Now taste it
I
again.
said strawberry.
Taste it again.
Now that
with your eyes open. Here.
Okay.
Just taste it again. Knowing it's watermelon.
I stopped tasting my mouth.
Knowing it's watermelon.
Knowing that it's watermelon, now I'm gonna taste it. Okay.
Yeah, it's watermelon.
It's not very good. I mean, it's okay.
All right.
I mean, now I can taste the watermelon.
Now that you know what it is. Okay.
But it just, I guess the flavor of watermelon or whatever I was tasting is just not. It's not strong.
Okay. Well, close your eyes again. Here comes another one.
Oh God, I think I'm allergic to it.
Okay, so I already know that it's not watermelon.
Okay, I'm gonna point it to where you usually take a drink.
Dude, is this 100 proof?
Mouth, right?
Is this a 100 proof drink? Because God dang, I took a little sip and I'm already getting tipsy.
Okay, hold your thoughts here, Jacob.
Okay.
It's pointed to where you normally take a drink.
Do not spell it on my computer, please.
That would be your fault.
I'm drinking PJ's backwash.
You're not.
I just have gonorrhea, so nothing wrong. I have
he probably has herpes on his leg.
I have mono and herpes, so not a big deal. What do you got?
Hold on. Okay.
I already have something in mind.
Okay.
Are you thinking?
They all one tastes like strawberry.
Okay, ready? You're gonna answer in.
No, wait. Okay.
Ready? Answer in 3, 2, 1.
Grapefruit.
Strawberry.
It is strawberry.
Let me see. Let me try it again. Let me see. Now that I've opened my eyes and I can see. Yeah, I can taste the strawberry.
I don't want another.
Although it's very light. The flavor
Well,
is very
it's a
light.
seltzer.
It almost
It's supposed to be very light.
It's very light, and the flavor, it tastes most like a carbonated water that me and Jacob
Yeah.
don't like.
It tastes absolutely disgusting. It
That's-
tastes like
It tastes like Topo Chico.
it tastes horrible.
Topo
I don't
Chicos
see
are
how
really good
anybody
too.
sips on these.
I
These
don't-
are disgusting.
I'm not a big fan of carbonated
water.
waters. But this has a little bit of flavor, so I can take that a little bit better.
I'm not a fan of carbonated water without sugar. I'm a
So
fan
soda.
of
So
soda.
soda, yeah. So those aren't that bad, but I wouldn't buy them myself. Let's close our eyes. We got more to go. Okay.
Well, that's you might find one
Okay,
you like.
so I'm
It's-
0.
It's
Let's see if I
pointed
can
right
win
at
this.
you.
Okay. Oh,
You
there
are PJ has a score of 1. You have a score of 0.
Okay, I
Okay,
already
here
know
you
what
go.
that one is.
Shall we call this?
That one I think I know off the top. That one
Should-
actually wasn't too bad.
I think
Whatever
we
it
should
is.
rename our podcast "Good Mythical Night" since we're copying "Good Mythical Morning" with this closing our
This
eyes and
isn't.
trying to sample.
We're copying anyone. Everyone can do this. Turn
Yeah.
it. Nope. Turn it a little bit. Like twist it. You
Okay.
didn't even drink any.
Yeah, I did. It's
Okay.
lime. It's
That was
Are
gonna,
y'all ready?
Oh wait. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
3, 2,
You see, I'm already getting so tipsy. I'm already shouting things out.
3, 2, 1.
Lime.
Lime.
It is grapefruit. No, it's lime.
Yeah. Let me have a little flavor of it again, so I want to taste like with now. It's weird how you can with your eyes
It
closed.
tastes really perfumey.
Like an essence.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, like
good.
they're using flavors instead of like natural stuff. That's what it tastes like. Yeah.
Close your eyes. I may give you grapefruit. I may give you a strawberry.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna change it up. You're gonna
Yeah.
see if we know it's
All right,
grapefruit or
all
not?
right.
Yeah.
Closing the eyes again.
All right. Which one?
See, this is why we
Mixing
should have.
them up.
You know, we
Mixing
should
them
have
up.
we should have drank
See-
all 4 of them at once, and then
So-
we should have
And
decided.
then guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see, listeners,
well.
this is what we want y'all to know. This is kind of why we wanted to record this. But if y'all don't know, me and Jacob are closing our eyes, and Joseph is handing us the drinks.
That
And-
was explained already.
So we've already got. So we've tried watermelon, we've tried strawberry, we've tried lime, and now he's gonna see if he can trick us to see if we know what we're drinking is grapefruit or just one of the other previous drinks that we've had. So Joseph's handing me a drink,
No,
and I'm gonna
hold on.
see
Okay.
if I can tell
pointing
if this
right
is
at you.
grapefruit. So this feels like nobody's drank out of this one. So I'm gonna, just the weight of it is. I'm going.
They all feel that way. Y'all taking little
Oh,
sips out
dude.
of all of them.
So I can't taste it, but I can smell the grapefruit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's grapefruit, okay? You
Okay.
freaking jerk.
So I could just
Yeah,
smell
it
it.
smells a lot like grapefruit.
So the other ones I couldn't smell, but that one I could smell the grapefruit in it.
Yeah. All right,
Watermelon.
you can uncover your
Okay.
eyes.
Okay.
You can take your hand off your eyes now.
Okay.
Which one do you want to sip on?
Give me the. I don't want the watermelon. Give
Just
me the
get the
lime.
lime.
Give Jacob the lime.
No, I don't want
There's
any.
another
They're
one.
both disgusting. They're all disgusting.
You have a glass right there if you
Oh,
want.
for
Yeah, they're not
did
that
we say
great.
that they're Corona Seltzers?
Yes,
that are
explain. Let me
absolutely
see that
terrible.
glass real quick.
Yeah, the lime is actually better.
I want to see if they're colored or if they're just clear liquid.
They're clear liquid.
No, that one's actually a pink. Got a little pink tint to it.
No,
No,
it
it's
doesn't.
clear. Okay. See, that's why I think it's just like flavor. Like it doesn't taste that great.
Okay,
What do you think?
watermelon.
Does it taste like watermelon?
No,
See? Ah. Weren't
it
that
doesn't
bad
taste
off.
like anything to me.
I think you got COVID. or
It's
something.
very faint. The flavor.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, it
It
tastes like carbonated
yeah.
drinks that have flavored, and they taste disgusting.
Well, and it's like just a hint of flavor. It doesn't have much flavor in it. I think that's the reason why I don't care for it much. Like
And
if it had more of the
this-
lemon flavor or the more of the
it
watermelon
says
flavor,
Yeah.
with
it would have been
natural
better.
flavors, but let's
they
see.
don't put enough of the flavor. Like if they squeeze some lime juice
Naturally
in
made
it,
in a lab.
Oh, here it is. There's
Naturally made by
the
food
natural
scientists.
flavor.
1% juice.
the freshly made thing made by
So-
food scientists.
So here's the first news article that I have. I want to go first on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Um,
watermelon sucks ass.
yeah. So I want to go first because this is kind of something that I think is going around the nation and people. It's the vaccine mandate. Okay. So here's the thing that I have for the vaccine mandate. I'm not a fan of the vaccine mandate. I don't think anybody should be forced to take something that.
But you took the vaccine, right?
I did take the vaccine actually, but
Okay.
I don't think anybody should be forced to take the vaccine. So
Yeah.
I'm one of those ones that hey, I took it, but no one should be forced to take
Yeah.
it, right? So here's one of the things: Biden, okay, Biden actually said he is mandating the government entities to take the vaccine. I don't remember him signing an executive order besides him.
There is nothing signed.
There is nothing, right? Am I?
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so I'm not.
You are 100% correct.
I am correct. There is nothing out there to say that he has mandated this thing besides him going on a pulpit and saying, I say that everybody should get the vaccine, correct?
Correct. Actually,
Correct.
can I go more into it, or are you gonna?
No. Go more into it, and then I'll say what my article's about.
Because what he did was just say it, and now OSHA is supposed to put some guidelines out about getting the vaccine or doing testing.
Exactly. So
now it's going to be an OSHA
so
violation
right now,
if you don't have your.
So right now, there's no law. So right now, what you're saying is there's no law, there's no regulation, and there's no executive order.
Correct.
Okay. So why do all of the companies, from what Biden did in a press conference, say that it's mandated, and they're mandating all their employees to do it?
Everybody misunderstood it, because even at my company that I work for, they were going to do the testing and the vaccine thing, but they learned, because someone on the board of the company I work for is a lawyer, and they said that we didn't have to do it, that we just have to wait till OSHA comes out with the guidelines. And that, yeah.
So which brings me to the news article of Southwest Airlines and all the airlines who are mandating all their employees to do it. So y'all knew a couple of days ago, Southwest was canceling thousands of flights.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? So now the CEO of all of these companies are saying, well, I'm against the vaccine mandate, but Biden's the one who signed an executive order. Yes. Which they're all saying that Biden is the one who actually said this and has put it into action, but there's nothing out there that says that people actually have to do it.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they also have lawyers and HR people that go over the law to make sure that they're compliant.
Yeah.
So they're all just lying.
So the funny thing now is they're all blaming Biden for the vaccine mandate and saying all my people don't want to get the vaccine mandate and I'm losing employees.
Yeah.
When really there's nothing in place that says that they have to do it. So they're choosing. Yeah. They're using Biden now. As much as I don't like Biden, right? They never had to put this into place in the first place.
Yeah, it was just like a recommendation. Yeah.
So that's my article. And that's basically what's going around right now is that all these companies are now after all of their employees are saying, we're not going to take it and we're going to leave. Now they're saying, well, it was Biden who told me to do it. Instead of going, it's not necessarily, there's no guidelines yet. Nothing has been signed off to say that we have to do it. Right? So now they're saying, well, it was Biden who told us to do it. Nobody told you to do anything. So that's my story for today. What are your thoughts, Jacob?
My thoughts are, you already just heard my thoughts, that it was just
okay, Joseph.
an OSHA thing.
Joseph, I'm sorry. Joseph, we haven't heard Joseph's thought.
Okay, I'll go after Joseph.
My thoughts in it kind of align with yours, is that it should be forced to do it. I mean, it's...
Are you pro-vaccine or anti-vaxxer?
I'm not either. I mean, it's your freaking choice if you want to take it or not.
Do you have
my
the vaccine?
body, my choice.
I have not
Have you taken the vaccine, Jacob?
I have not taken the vaccine.
I'm not going to disclose whether I have or haven't.
Do you plan or not to take it?
I will not disclose whether I have taken it or not.
I'm not a little vagina over here. I haven't taken it, and my thoughts on it is because it's like when something first comes out, there's always problems with it.
Yeah, like when the new PlayStation comes out or a new game system, you don't want to try it out.
So that's exactly how. Yeah, that's how I explain it to a lot of people at work. Is that you think of it like in the marketing thing. You have the different people who like go off right away and say, I'm going to go buy this new phone. You have the other ones that go, well, I'm going to wait for the phone to get all the bugs out. And then you have the ones that like, I have a phone that works fine. I'm not going to get a new phone until it breaks.
Yeah.
That's the different marketing things that people have.
And then you have the old people with their jitterbugs.
Yeah. so that's how I feel like the vaccines
I don't know which ones they are.
That's how I feel like there's a big majority of the people who like, there was a large group of people who said, I'm going to take it right away. And they jumped on the fact of it. Mm-hmm. And then there was there's another group that said, okay, those people, it's been 3 months. They haven't gotten sick. Okay, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. And then there's the other ones that says, I'm going to wait a little longer than that. I'm doing fine right now. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think there's this divide of things that's happening. Yeah. Uh-huh. But I think it's interesting that the CEOs could have made a decision and could have like your company talked to their lawyers to do their due diligence to see if it's an actual mandate, a thing that Biden did, or he just said in a press conference.
Well,
sitting in a press conference is not
that to push to get the vaccination for everybody.
Yeah.
And then, oh, everyone started to get wise about it. And, oh, it was scapegoat time.
Yeah.
But there's also this new pill out. I wonder if people are still going to get vaccinated now that there's a new pill. But the pill is $700 a pill.
Of course it is.
$700.
Really, it should be like $30.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, anyways, it's really for people who are critically ill sick, right? So they take it and they should be getting out of it. That's what the medication. This is what I heard.
Yeah.
The medication is for people who are really sick and they take it. It can prevent death, and so I think it'll be a pill that they give in the hospital.
Yeah.
And the hospital is already going to probably charge the $700 plus times that by 3 because they want to make their money, so they have to purchase the $700 pill.
Yeah.
Give it to the person, so they're probably going to be charging like $1,500 for the pill.
Yeah.
The hospital itself, but insurance should pay for all of that.
Yeah.
Right now.
I guess it's like a good treatment just in case you get the vaccine.
Yeah.
And you still get COVID. And you get
So I'm going to try the strawberry now. One thing I want to say, yeah, exactly your face.
It's not a very good segue. Is what I was gonna say. You didn't segue that very well.
Oh no, I didn't.
Well, while you try that, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my point of view.
No.
Well, I kind of actually. So
you're gonna let me taste the strawberry, then you're gonna let me tell you how it tastes.
Okay, go ahead.
I think the reason why it kind of went off because usually we segue into say, Joseph, tell us what you think about the article, but also after that, let us know how that strawberry tastes.
Well,
and we didn't do that good segue into it like we did last time.
That's okay. That's why.
But tell us about that strawberry.
Forcefully segued it.
There you go.
I want to say first, I hate like artificial strawberry taste and stuff.
Well, that's not artificial. It has a whole 1% juice in it.
It's got the natural juices.
You used to drink strawberry Fanta like every night. When Daddy used to bring home Whataburger every single night.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
Fanta
How
has
long
some
ago
natural
was that?
stuff.
Also, how long ago was that?
Hey, Fanta has 2% juice.
That
This
like
only has 1% juice in
Friggin'
it.
20 years ago, when they automatically got that. I didn't really have a choice but to get that. It's right. Stay quiet. Anyways.
I don't think was I ever awake to eat my Whataburger?
I don't think any of us were. I feel bad for Pops because he would come at like 12 o'clock at night and we would all be asleep after he spent like $50
I remember
for
a lot of the
us.
times we'd have to be woken up. Get up, your food's here. I was asleep.
If I would have stayed asleep, you wouldn't have had to get me any food.
Right? Just tell me they're getting food.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to
Falling
bring you
asleep.
food. Okay.
Let's see.
How's that strawberry?
Oh, God.
It's got a whole...
It was so bad that
No,
he had to take 2 drinks.
Because it tastes like something.
It tastes like fake flavoring.
It tastes like powdery stuff, right? It kind of has like a powdery taste to it.
It has a real light fake strawberry taste that
Yeah.
I don't like. So that's going to go
Well, that's what I'm saying. Actually,
in the trash.
for me, after trying all of those, I actually like the lime and then the strawberry
Let me
next.
taste the lime.
Because lime's just easier to have, but I
It's
kind
Is
of
this watermelon?
I think that's the
Well,
watermelon. Can
lime
I have
and
the
water
strawberry
go
one?
together. Strawberries and water do not go together.
Strawberry drinks are pretty good. Let
It's
me see if I
literally
try
in the
this one.
name.
I'm
Watermelon.
talking about like you don't squeeze strawberries into your water.
I kind of
But you
actually
squeeze lime into your
but
water.
I like strawberry drink. Like this strawberry drink is actually not that bad. I kind of like it.
I like strawberry
You
drinks
like
too.
this lemon lime?
Well,
Oh,
if I had to
God.
choose which ones I like the most, I like the lime, the strawberry, and then those two.
Honestly,
after.
they're all
Ooh,
terrible because
boy.
it's just carbonated
They're not
water
that great, yeah.
without sugar in it.
Well, and a little bit of
It's-
alcohol, splash
it's-
of alcohol in it.
Terrible. That lemon lime's like,
So which one are you saying then?
ugh, so far watermelon because it doesn't have such a bad taste. It's like the least terrible tasting.
So now that we know that the
Wait, I haven't tried grapefruit.
well, hold on, because I think
Essence of grapefruit.
we've found out that the strawberry is in bad taste. What other
Uh-huh.
news is in bad taste, Jacob?
Well,
oh, what a segue.
I got one
Shut up.
here. Facebook plans to hire 10,000 in EU to build Metaverse. Metaverse is their Facebook.
Facebook to build their metaverse.
Yes. Isn't that insane?
in
Like
the
a virtual
EU?
reality. Yes.
Oh snap!
So you know the Oculus, right?
Yeah.
Facebook owns Oculus. And
Unfortunately.
Oh, you know what? I don't want Oculus anymore, even though I wanted to buy it
why?
because I don't want Facebook to know all of my stuff, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
you have to make a
I had
Facebook
to make
account.
a Facebook account, and people keep adding me as their Facebook friend, even though I don't use it.
You know who I miss? Tom.
I miss Tom. Tom let me do and say whatever I wanted.
Tom was just,
So-
he was always there for me, always in my top 5.
Okay, so Facebook is hiring for their metaverse. Metaverse is their like virtual reality world, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it sucks that Facebook's doing it, but hopefully somebody can copy it. And
So are you gonna say that?
cool.
So what's gonna happen is we put our Oculuses on and we walk around this metaverse.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
pretty
it's
cool.
Wall-E in
So-
the making.
So it's basically you playing on your computer except wearing something on your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Virtual
really
reality.
Cool. Have you ever tried it?
No.
I'll bring
Yeah,
it.
try it so you can complain that you're getting a headache
Next
and want to throw up
podcast.
like Jacob does.
Well,
like
I
20
have an
minutes of
Oculus.
playing the game.
I have an Oculus, and if you play for too long and you're walking around and moving in the game, you get like a really bad stomachache.
Okay,
like I
so
do.
next Saturday, bring it. I want to try it for a
Okay.
little
Well,
bit, and then we could talk about it on
I
Three
get
Guys
really
and a
bad
Drink.
headaches watching 3D movies.
You know, when I used to go to watch 3D movies, I hated putting on the glasses because I don't like putting glasses on. And the movie sucked for me because it looked all blurry because I didn't like the glasses.
You know what I forgot? When I asked.
But whenever the movie's 3D, I noticed, because I usually watch the Marvel movies in 3D, they move around so fast you can barely tell what's going on because it's not as crisp.
That's actually 3D.
Yeah. Okay, let me read a little bit of the article first.
Okay.
Facebook plans to hire 10,000 in the European Union over the next 5 years, the social media giant said on Monday, to help build the so-called metaverse. A nascent, I'm not sure what that word means. Go ahead and leave us a comment below what that word means.
Or we can just Google it right now.
Here, I can just look it up on my
What is it? What is it? How do you spell it?
It is...
Oh, dear. You just read it.
Nascent, just coming into existence and beginning to display signs of future potential. Okay, online world where people exist and communicate in a shared virtual space. I mean, man, I have so many ideas for this, but I don't think it's ready. I was thinking of more of like an AR type thing where a company would host an event at like a public park and people, like a bunch of people would gather around and like fight a AR monster.
So
like augmented reality.
So Facebook, if you're interested, my brother is available. He'd like to actually come up and work for your company, but more as a marketing portion of it, to market the virtual reality and come up with ways to get more people to interact and engage into virtual reality. Right? That's basically what you're saying. You have ideas to market it to more for people to be engaged.
No, I'm not talking about virtual
yes,
reality. I'm talking about augmented reality. So like instead of putting the goggles on and you see like fake stuff,
You see,
augmented is like it's like
gets
exists in the
inserted.
world.
well, it's
Yeah,
kind of
it
like the
gets inserted.
Pokemon Go. You're looking around and then
Yeah,
boom,
and
a Pokemon.
Pokemon Go was like augmented. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Like you have your Pokemon walking around with you, and you see other people at the park,
But
and
you're
you're
just
like,
wearing
"Yo, let's
clear
battle."
glasses.
But you're
Yes.
just wearing clear glasses.
Yes.
Like Google glasses.
And just
Yes.
like a hat or something that holds everything. Or a backpack.
So you
Yeah.
know what I think about with the Facebook thing? I think of that movie with
Ready
Bruce
Player One.
Willis. No,
Oh.
Bruce Willis. It
Uh.
was called Surrogate.
Blade Runner.
No, Surrogate.
Surrogate.
Yeah, so he
Oh,
was like
where
he
he-
literally just stayed sitting in the thing, but then they would go into this virtual reality world and they can do whatever they wanted. People would like jump off of buildings and kill themselves and get up and go.
I don't think it was a virtual reality world. I think it was
think
the
it
real
was.
world, except they just projected themselves onto robots that looked like them, right?
Was it?
I don't know.
I think so.
You
But
know
I
what?
got
I'm gonna
another
project
article.
The taste of this grapefruit.
Okay.
Well,
Seltzer.
oh, that's a good segue. Yeah. So
it's
what?
not. I just used the word.
Yeah. So go ahead again. What did you say?
So there's another article
Wait, we're not on that.
from The
other
Verge. That previous article was from CTV News. Thank you for that. The previous
I'm
article
glad
was from.
This isn't being recorded because my face with that grapefruit. Oh my god. I already don't like grapefruit.
Okay, here's another article
Jeez.
from The Verge about Facebook. Facebook is researching AI systems that see, hear, and remember everything you do. So their Oculus,
Cool.
yeah. So that's great for the.
Wonderful. I appreciate that.
So that one time I talked about my ED, that's still recorded.
Yeah.
So when they say, oh, we're not listening or anything, they actually are listening and seeing everything on our
Yes.
phones.
You know
Right
that-
now,
you
with
know
my
that-
camera not covered up, they're watching everything we're
You know
doing.
that
Let me cover
user
that up.
agreement you signed? It's way in there, stuck in the middle.
Somewhere in the very, very
And
fine
the,
print.
what's crazy is the Oculus has cameras all around the front of
Didn't
it,
they-
so
was-
it's recording everything, and it can. I'm pretty sure they have some sort of artificial intelligence that can measure your height, so
Yeah.
that way they can market.
So
ads to you.
what happens if you were to get tape and like cover all those little cameras on the outside?
You wouldn't have any tracking, and it wouldn't work
You
Why?
wouldn't.
because the cameras
work.
are for tracking.
Oh.
Cameras are there for a reason, idiot.
Well,
not-
I thought they were just there for like keeping
For
track of
show.
everything. Like, well, because you know what people say about the like vacuum, the little motorized, the like the wireless.
Roomba?
stuff?
Roomba?
Yeah, the Roombas. They're like, oh, China made them so they can make plans of my house
You
because
know,
it takes like the whole like plan of the house.
they
and
can
stuff.
actually,
The layout and everything.
Yeah, the layout. Yeah.
They can actually.
Well, the house, the floor plans.
There's some
Do
crazy
they
things.
know it's public knowledge? They can just go and
They can just they can go
look at how the house layout is.
to their local county office and ask for floor
Every
plans.
single
Also-
house.
also-
It's all on Zulu now, so you don't have to worry about.
Also, they can measure the size of your house using like an
Zillow.
Alexa or something.
Zillow, not Zulu.
Because it'll measure like.
Is it Zulu?
Zillow.
Oh, Zillow.
Anyways, the Alexa can actually. I'm not sure, but they can
I don't have
figure
Alexa.
out the size of your room based on the sound waves hitting the wall and coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's a speaker I want to get. I'm pretty sure I've heard about this.
yeah. How much is it gonna cost? Whoever the
Like
speaker is.
$150.
Oh,
but
he's not expensive.
it's
What's his
like,
name?
It's like this. Like
Oh,
this
a
size.
speaker for our podcast?
No.
Oh yeah, was it Stephen Greer?
Let me freaking explain what it is. It's like this size, like half the can of this
Yes.
Corona Limonada.
Sit back because you're picking up on my mic.
Okay. can you-
Limonada hard seltzer.
so it's like the size of one of those small Cokes if you buy the small Cokes.
Yeah, just about that size, like the real pint ones. But there's a little concussion device at the bottom. You know, you see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
base and it hits it.
Yeah.
Well, you stick it on a window, and the whole window becomes a speaker.
What?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty crazy. I forget what they're called.
Does he got a poo or pee or something?
No, he probably does, but
He hasn't been out since we got here, and he's been locked up since you've been gone.
No, I let him out this morning, like 10, 11 o'clock.
It's like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Why is he making that noise?
His bone is stuck under the bed. Okay, I guess mine's next.
Well, you were talking about that speaker on the
Yeah,
window.
the speaker. I'll try to find it.
Well, anyway, speaking of speakers, speak about your next article, Joseph. Tell us what you found. What kind of news? What kind of news you have?
While Joseph's looking for his, I got another article.
I got my article right
I
here.
was just telling
My article is
Well, tell us what the news event that you want to talk about. That's
the news event I want to talk about is a German inventor invented a testicle bath, which is a male birth control.
what a testicle
bath.
It's
I
called-
do really need to wash my testicles.
It's called testicle bath, but it's a birth control device for males.
I don't
So what does it
understand. Does it bathe our balls?
What happens is you put your balls in it, and it does like ultra sound waves, and what it does is it mobilizes the sperm.
Oh, okay. So it
What?
makes
So
you
when
sterile.
they get ejaculated into when they get ejaculated into the woman's
So it
vagina,
damages your sperm, so you have
the
damaged
sperm
children.
don't swim. They're immobilized. They can't
That's
swim.
Why don't you just make her get an abortion?
Why don't we just wear?
Oh my
or
Or you can use condoms. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's exactly what I was.
No, abortions only.
I was gonna say, why don't you just use a condom? Why do you gotta use something that vibrates your balls?
Use the pull-out method.
Yeah. That always works.
But anyways, a German inventor's unique ultrasound testicle bath in quotation marks birth control
Has he
device for
tested?
men
So it's just
took the top prize at the country's James Dyson Awards.
So how does he know that this thing works? How many?
what if he's just a sterile guy?
It was a woman, by the way, Rebecca Weiss, an industrial design graduate from the University of Munich, invented this.
So he didn't.
So it was a girl, but he was
Yes.
just calling her a he. Because he's a fan of the patriarchy and doesn't think that women can
That's the
invent
one on
things.
my end,
You're just
guys.
all part of the patriarchy, Joseph.
But the ultrasound testicle bath
So did she have it
it
on dudes? She
temporarily
was gonna
stops
bang?
the sperm mobility. The device only needs to be used every few months to keep the sperm inert and prevent eggs from being fertilized during sex.
Cool.
Weiss said the inspiration from the device came after she was diagnosed with precursor cervical cancer, which has been tied to oral contraceptive pills.
Wow. So that sounds just as boring as some of these drinks that we're having, by the way. So
How is that boring?
The
You freaking put your testicles in the bath and you don't have to worry about impregnating a woman or your lady getting freaking cervical cancer from birth control pills.
It's mainly boring because that was my segue into how boring these drinks are.
They're pretty boring.
I think our gay listeners are bored of it
I don't get it.
because they can't have babies.
Stop.
So it doesn't matter.
Well,
Does it
hating.
stop AIDS? Does it stop the spread of AIDS?
I don't know.
So this
But I
lemon,
regret-
this lemon one is okay, but
No, it's not. It
I
sucks.
would not suggest anybody
I
buying.
regret, and especially since I had to buy a 12-pack,
Does this?
I couldn't buy them individually.
But I have never tried White Claws. This kind of tastes like White Claws.
No, White Claws are better than this.
Really?
They're not very good either, but they taste better than this.
Why do people buy this drink?
I don't know.
Why do people buy White Claw? Because if it tastes just similar to this, then
White people buy White Claw and
Because this white seltzer is, hard seltzer is
seltzer.
white seltzer.
Freaking white supremacists over here.
Hard seltzer is
Uh-huh.
is just the mineral water, right? The
It's
carbonated water
carbonated
with
water.
just other
It's
things
just
in
an
it.
alcoholic. Alcohol.
I'm just not a fan of these seltzer things. I don't understand what people
Well,
are
that's why I was
fascinated with
looking
them.
for the high noon one because apparently the watermelon is supposed to be good.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately,
Well, too bad we
for some
went.
reason decided
We did
on-
not go to shopping at high noon, so we missed it.
We didn't shop at this particular liquor place.
So-
that's has a bunny on it.
Can we get okay, so our next article.
So it's
ahead.
my turn, by the way.
Go ahead, PJ.
Okay.
I'm gonna also.
It's
say,
not more
go
of an
on
art-
record and say after this drink, I'm stop drinking.
It's
these.
not more of an
And
article.
whoever wants like
None of us
9
like
more
it.
of these Corona Limonades can have
Leave a comment below so we can send you the bag.
It'll be on us.
If you're in the Houston,
So anyway, speaking of, I've been watching the playoffs for the baseball game and just looking at the Astros. So I'm gonna talk about the Astros and Boston Red Sox.
so we're gonna talk about some sports ball.
Some sports balls now this time, not just human balls, but sports balls.
Oh,
good
nice
segue.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how the Astros are going to make it continue to go because their pitchers are kind of all been injured and they're all making it. And this last one just showed how those pitchers, if they don't have a good pitcher lineup, how they will make it 7 series to the a whole 7 games.
7?
Yeah. Like
Well, the problem was Framber Valdez is a rookie.
mhm.
And you put a rookie in that kind of situation, you could see like he was very tense and
nervous.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
he really injured himself, or do you think that he kind of just played?
Framber injured himself? I thought that was McCullers Jr.
No. The Valadez at the beginning, right? No, who's the first pitcher in this second game 2?
McCullers.
No, McCullers is hurt. He's out.
Framber Valdez pitched. But I don't remember him getting hurt. He just got taken out because he was getting freaking lit up.
No, they
left
said
and
that
right.
his ankle was hurting or something like that.
I
Well,
don't know.
I think that it was because he just wasn't pitching good, and he was like, "I just need to stop," because he
Yeah.
brought everybody to the mound. People didn't go to the mound. People came to the mound. I mean, he called people to the mound. It's like, I gotta get out of here.
I can't handle this shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get
And he was like, "Oh, my ankle."
oh, I gotta
Yeah.
blame something.
Yeah. So that's what I think it was.
Maybe.
So do you think that they can make it to Game 7?
I think it's gonna go to a game 7. If they had everyone healthy, I don't think it would go to like 5 games, and they, would take.
You think the Astros
Take it?
would have won
Yeah.
if all of our pitchers were
If
healthy?
everything, yeah.
What happened to Grunt?
Verlander and everyone was fine? It would be like a 5-game series.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna go to a game 7.
Well, who are you predicting will win?
Well, obviously I'm rooting for the Astros
Why?
because
You're
we're-
not from
We're
Houston.
in the Houston area.
So,
Like the city.
so what the next good question is because we have kind of like a little rivalry with LA.
Uh-huh.
Do you think LA is going to beat Atlanta? Because Atlanta played very well the first game.
See, that's where I'm a little mixed up, is because I obviously want the Dodgers to lose.
Yeah.
Just so, we can rub it in their face that they didn't make it. But at the same time, I want them to win so we can face them in the World Series and beat them without any kind of contest to
Beat them again, huh?
it. Without cheating this or cheating that.
Yeah.
stuff going on, you know.
Well,
Jacob, what's your take on it?
yeah.
I don't care either way. I hope the Astros do well. I hope we take the World Series. I think it would be great for the city that we don't live in.
Well, technically, we don't live in it.
So as you can see, we don't want you guys to know where we live, but we root for the Astros and we root for the Texans and we also root for the Rockets.
It's just
But
a particular area that we root for.
you know, and so it's kind of leads me to my next topic about sports is that if I were to look at how hard people play, I would think that they would not care about this hard seltzer at all.
Yeah, that hard seltzer is pretty terrible. I'm not a big drinker myself, but I wouldn't drink that. I would definitely.
A person who doesn't drink isn't going to drink alcoholic drinks. What a
what
a concept.
Jacob won't drink, but he'll definitely want to tell us about this next news update.
So PJ was trying to set up
terrible segue.
So PJ,
that was a bad one.
That was bad.
So PJ was trying to set up his Samsung phone just right now because we're gonna start recording the podcast, and so you can actually see us just to get a little bit more intimate with us. I'm gonna look directly into the camera. PJ's tonguing the mic right now,
just so we can get a little more intimate.
So I told PJ he should get an Apple phone because this news from hothardware.com says
like a porn
study
site.
warns.
Sounds like a gay porn site.
Well, they said study warns headline. Android phones from Samsung, Xiaomi, and others are spying on users. Shock, shock, shock.
Oh, and Apple's not doing that.
Apple is not doing that.
You know
well,
what?
I'll tell you one thing. If they want to know what's going on in my life, they're going to be very bored.
They're going to be very disappointed.
They're going to know to ship you a bunch of dildos.
Well, you
and
know
butt
what?
plugs.
You know what I can say about Apple?
That's okay.
Do you remember how Apple got sued because they were slowing down people's phone purposely so they can buy new phones?
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe all phone companies are doing that, though. I don't think it's just Apple.
Apple is honest. What?
Apple
Companies?
is the leader of phones, so whatever Apple does, the others follow. But let me show you a nice little hack. If you set the region of your iPad to France, they will not slow down your thing because France has laws that protects the users of their phones.
Did America
from
not change
slowdown.
that after Apple was sued?
No,
No, they sent lobbyists and increased it to say, yes, please do it more.
Is that what happened for real? Or okay,
I wouldn't doubt that's what
that was a bad segue into nothing.
I believe America is an oligarch controlled by
What?
oligarchy controlled
Yes.
by rich people, the companies. I don't think
Oh, of course they are.
Apple brings in a lot of revenue and stuff for
But
the
I
US.
think about if it was controlled by rich people, then people like who's the guy from Amazon, Bezos?
Yes.
He would have never made it to where he's at if it was a complete oligarchy.
Well,
What does that have to
if
do
you
with him?
did-
Well, because that shows that poor people can go up and be rich and then take over stuff too.
That's not what it means. It means that
everyone,
control.
Jeff
Yes,
Bezos,
I know,
and
rich people
Nikola,
control it.
Nikola
Oligarchy.
Tesla. Freaking, what's his name from Tesla?
Nikola Tesla.
No, God damn it.
This just means that like
Jeff
rich people
Bezos
make
and-
rules. It wouldn't have anything to do on Jeff
the
Bezos'
freak-
company.
Elon Musk.
If rich people make rules, what's happening with Black Lives Matter? They're making a lot of rules that in government right now.
They're not making any rules. What rules did they make?
Yeah, they've made a lot of changes to
What?
the government.
What?
They've mandated things that tore down statues. They've done things to shut down companies. They've canceled people.
But that's rich people.
That's not necessarily making laws or anything, but that's taking control of things as well.
Did you see
But-
where that the leader of Black Lives Matter got? Like, she bought 5 mansions or something.
Yeah, with all
like
that money that they gave her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she.
But she's a rich person who's using her power.
She's rich
to,
now,
Well,
but
No, I understand the oligarchy is actually what it means is that there's only a few people who are rich that actually run everything.
yes.
Yes, I know.
but
But what I want to say
The
is
way
that in
Elon
America,
Musk-
yes, that does
Yes,
happen.
you
but-
can accumulate wealth. I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying that they have a lot of power and sway over the government. They have a lot of
Yes,
influence.
I can agree with that, but when a group of people come together, they can also influence the government.
It depends on what influence they want to influence. You know, if
Anyways.
it's like something that would affect a large corporation, they won't have very much influence.
Well, I can tell. Okay, so just kind of like the vaccine mandate, Governor Abbott signed a law saying that companies cannot mandate the vaccine mandate, which all around the country they're mandating it. That the CEOs are going, the president mandated it, even though he hasn't mandated. There's no guidelines, so they can't say that he did. But they're saying, well, he said for us to do it, but I can kind of understand why healthcare facilities do it though, because they are in more contact. But I don't think that other companies should be mandating a vaccine when they have nothing to do with patient care.
Well, let me tell you this: mandate.
And let me tell you this: check out our podcast, Far Out Dudes, and we're gonna talk about control and why things that don't really make sense are approved. But what happens is they allow more control.
Well,
and if you were able to follow that,
let me tell you this: Elon Musk and like Jeff Bezos, they already had money and borrowed money from people who had money too.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's called investors.
They didn't know.
They knew rich people.
They were already rich, or like Elon Musk's parents had money.
Jeff Bezos was rich already.
He knew.
Jeff Bezos' grandpa was in charge of the DOD,
and he gave him a bunch of money to start the company. It wasn't like, oh, let me just invest.
Dang rich people.
I got a great opportunity.
I can't wait till my brother becomes rich from these podcasts and gives me money.
They've got they didn't just working from the ground up on.
I don't
they
know.
didn't
I didn't
pull
look into these
themselves up
people.
by their bootstraps and were like, oh, some rich guy was like, oh, dude, Bezos, bro, your online bookstore,
so
it's so
I want to buy
great.
some fucking books online. Jeff Bezos is going to be huge.
Jeffrey Bezos, here's $10 million. Get those books on people's doors.
Okay, what I can say is those two, maybe a bad example. I don't know
There's
their background.
more,
but there are a lot of people who have come from nothing to make it into something.
I'm not saying there's not. But I'm saying all these hard workers
rare.
do not.
It's extremely rare. Unless they're like some kind of sports ball player, musician, artist, like it's extremely
or people who have made
rare.
things. So you think Steve Jobs was already rich when he became like?
No,
Exactly.
Steve Jobs is a.
But
But
we're
Steve
not
Jobs is
saying,
an anomaly.
We're not saying that it's not possible. I was just throwing out there is
You're saying there's less likely chance that these people would be rich if they didn't have rich families.
if they didn't have already an in.
Yeah, but if you create something and you have an investors, sometimes generation over generation, it may take longer.
Yes,
but you would get to that point.
And that's not what I'm saying. Is that's not possible. I'm just saying these guys already had it in and had the money
guys
to
like
back it up.
Steve Jobs
to push it.
are
okay,
anomalies.
so maybe I was wrong about these two. I don't know. I don't know their background, like I said.
But what we're saying is that if you look deep enough, they're already rich people. And that's why I don't know. That's the point.
The point is
they were already
they didn't
rich.
just have nothing. They had an in with someone who. Gave
I
them the
feel
money
like
to
this
back
is
it
not
up.
a good.
Okay, let me
conversation here.
explain it. Let me explain it better. They had an opportunity that other people wouldn't have.
I don't understand what we're
And you know
talking
what?
about.
They're all
AKA
freaking white.
AKA white privilege, and this is a BLM podcast now.
Somebody
Bureau of
take.
Land Management?
You know what? I take their white privilege card away because you know what? I'm not gonna be buying nothing from Amazon.
I honestly haven't bought anything from Amazon
until my shipment comes in, and then after that, I'm not buying nothing.
Oh wait,
Actually,
I
don't
need
buy anything
Christmas
from
gifts.
Amazon.
After Christmas, I'm not buying
After
anything.
Christmas, I'm not buying it.
Actually, I don't really buy anything from Amazon because they just have like a bunch of freaking cheap crap that's like
Third-party
imitation.
stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that's
third-party.
where-
Where'd you buy that from?
I bought it from Amazon. It's cheap crap.
Well, they had like a big update where they were kicking a bunch of third party bad people off, but I don't think they did. That's like the freaking bread
Okay,
and
so
butter.
anyway, I want to go back to this drink. It's not very good.
Can we talk about our favorite Congresswoman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
No, let's talk about which drink you liked better.
We got
Jacob.
30 minutes.
I like.
I'm sorry.
got
Which drink?
15 minutes
just
and then I'm outta here.
could-
Oh, thanks for saying that on the
Comprehend.
podcast. I like the lime. Can we talk about my next
The lime is
article?
disgusting.
I
y'all
would say I would have to go with either the strawberry or the lime myself, and I think
I'm gonna go with
I've
lime.
been drinking the lime the entire time, and I'm gonna have to go with the
Yes.
lime.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the watermelon because it's the least amount of flavor, and I can actually stand to drink it. Which
Well,
was
to
your
me-
least favorite?
My least favorite was probably the grapefruit.
I didn't try the grapefruit, but I'm gonna say that's my least
You
favorite.
said you tried it. I got some juice.
No, I said I don't even want
You
to
remember
try it.
you had me close my eyes. I
Oh,
drank it,
yeah.
and then you didn't give him any.
Yeah, never mind. Take that back. But yeah, it's absolutely terrible. The grapefruit smells
I don't.
bad.
To be
and it
honest, I
tastes
don't know
bad.
why so many people,
I hope
so
you
many
dropped out of your
companies make
laptop.
grapefruit
I
flavored
don't
stuff.
know why. It's
Because most
disgusting.
people don't
or
like
orange. Or orange.
Wait,
Orange
orange
is
is good.
Orange is good. What
No,
are you
it's
talking
not
about?
that great.
Yes,
You're
it
like-
You're
is.
talking about Grandma Connie used to always orange Big K from Kroger.
Well, that's what you associate it with. That's why when you think of orange, you think of Orange Big K.
Yeah, I like the Big K orange.
I like oranges,
Is Big
but
K still?
yeah, I think.
Is
it's
it Big
still-
K? Was it something
It
else?
was
It was
Big
Big
K.
K.
Oh, it was
Look
Big
up,
K.
see if Big K still.
I'm pretty sure it
it's
is.
Big.
Walmart's thing.
Big K. I was about to
But
say our
do y'all
last
have any
name,
more
but that
news
wouldn't-
articles
that
so I
wouldn't
can
have
go
been
over my
smart.
last one?
Yeah, no, you go over your next one.
Okay, my last article.
Yes,
China
please.
surpasses
Oh yeah,
you-
Target has Big K.
Okay.
Target. No, it
Dr.
isn't.
Thunder.
Yeah, Big K Cola Soda. Target.
Really? Dude, this might be a Mandela effect because I was 1,000% sure it was Kroger that had Big K.
Well, it's.
Hold on, guys.
pretty
Before
sure
we
they
talk
sell-
about
it's
this,
not a Target company. They just sell it. It's just a place you
Yeah.
can buy it. I'm pretty sure it's.
Why
a
would it
Kroger.
be
but I
the-
thought it was like a Kroger brand.
No, it's just an.
Kroger
offer.
probably sells it too. It's probably where you saw it, but it's not a
Really?
Kroger bland.
What is Big? Who owns Big K?
Who owns Big K?
Probably Coca-Cola.
And Dr. K?
Dr. Thunder.
Big K,
Also-
let me see. Big K, Southeast American department store chain, sold out to Walmart in 1981.
Oh, it's a Walmart brand.
Oh, it's a Walmart
No,
brand.
it's not a Walmart brand.
But
It
let
sold
me
out to Walmart.
let me
that
ask
means
you
Walmart
this.
bought it.
do any of you know why Mr. Pibb turned into Pibb Extra?
Because there was a guy named Mr. Pibb, and he was like, "You need to stop using my name on that drink."
You took
They still use Pibb.
But
You remember the mascot?
No,
for Mr. Pibb?
there was a
it was
mascot
like a
for this
dude.
The drawn guy with like
Yeah.
wavy hair.
Yeah.
Just look up Mr. Pibb.
Oh, Bluefield Beverage in Bluefield, Virginia makes Big K for Kroger. Well, it's quite known the company is owned
Oh,
by
like the creepy looking thing, right?
It
here?
says the company was
No,
owned
look
by the
up-
Kroger company for the
look up
production of their
Mr.
Big
Pibb.
K line
Mr.
of
Pibb
sodas.
mascot.
That wasn't the only
That's what
brand
I
that produced
typed.
Go to
Bluefield
images.
Beverage.
There he is, right there.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
Freaking weirdo guy where you wouldn't want to see him pop out in your doorway at night. He's gonna
Okay.
become a freaking creepy pasta.
okay,
I don't remember that.
so how do we get talking about Mr. Pibb and Big K?
I was just randomly asking if anyone knew why Mr. Pibb is now called, why they switched to Pibb Extra.
Do you know why?
No, I wouldn't be asking if you
Okay,
told.
let's go over the last article so we can wrap up this podcast.
Okay.
All right, China surpasses surprises U.S. with hypersonic missile test. FT report.
That was actually one of my next article.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you said you didn't have any.
I did. Which just wasn't.
So China tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile in August, showing a capability that caught U.S. intelligence by surprise. The Financial Times reported,
You mix all of
citing
them.
5 unnamed sources. The Financial Times, I thought that was Financial Times was Chinese.
So we want to pause.
That sounds like a real big mix up there. And what
Yeah.
I want to say is I mixed up all the drinks. In this
That's a good
glass.
segue.
I mixed up all the drinks in the little glass. And go ahead, PJ. Take a sip.
So Joseph mixed everything into this one glass because Jacob decided to mix up all the missiles.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
All right, here we go. Let's see the.
What
Oh my
does it
God!
smell like?
It smells like grapefruit.
I didn't put that much grapefruit in.
All it is grapefruit.
Yeah, that tastes like
Grapefruit?
carbonated water. It tastes like a Topo Chico, and it tastes disgusting.
Well, there's no more lime.
I don't like carbonated drinks. I mean, like carbonated water that has no flavor to it.
Well,
Yeah.
It tastes like a flat Sprite.
well,
You know how-
Mr. No Drinker over here is gonna bring the next drink.
Who
so-
likes flat Sprite? Nobody does. When they order a Sprite and it's flat, nobody wants it because it tastes like just Topo Chico. But yet they drink Topo Chico
But
like it's
if
nothing.
it's a
Talking
flat
about?
Sprite,
It's
doesn't have
flat. It
carbon.
doesn't have any carbonation.
Oh,
So it's
sorry.
not.
That's not what I meant.
You mean like
Like the
watered down?
Yes, watered down. Like so, it
But
doesn't
the
have
lime Topo Chico tastes really good. I like it. And guess what other flavor they have? Try and guess whatever flavor they have for
Grapefruit.
Topo Chico.
any grapefruit,
It is grapefruit.
and you like it.
No, it's disgusting.
I
don't
think
like
grapefruit is just like a cheap flavor that they can use, so that's why
Probably.
they use it.
But nobody buys it. Why are you gonna waste all your manufacturing on
because
making
they can't make
grapefruit?
all lime, so they just
Why
supplement
not?
it with because limes are expensive.
Limes aren't that expensive. Anyway, go tell us about the
Okay.
missiles.
So the hypersonic missile, and it goes about 3,850 miles per hour. So the reason that this is important is because with these missiles you can't intercept them because they're going so fast.
Mhm.
So
Is that why they're called hypersonic?
Yeah. So that's my last article. What do y'all think about that?
I
Well-
read that too earlier today, and I think it's pretty crazy. But at the same time, I think all governments know what other governments are up to.
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that they're saying like the U.S. didn't know that they had this,
I think they did know.
because that's what the article was saying, right? That the U.S.
Like-
was
Yeah.
surprised
Oh,
that they
they're
didn't know that.
surprised. Oh, wow.
You know, I was listening to one thing. So the U.S. actually pays people to go learn these different languages in different countries, and they actually go there as students, and they learn and they get all into the government things and everything, kind of like any
Like
other
every
spy.
other
Yeah.
spy in every other country.
Yeah, so there's actually a guy who actually, and I forgot who interviewed him, but he actually went to China, learned all the stuff and everything. He says that the Chinese government is trying to take over a lot of the stuff that the U.S. is trying to,
Yeah.
like a lot of the U.S. companies and things like that.
You
They're
know what?
actually
That's a really
infiltrating them.
That's a really good subject for our conspiracy theory podcast that we got. That's out right now. It's subject.
Far out dudes.
Link in the description for everybody. Go ahead and go listen. That was a pretty good segue, I thought.
Yeah,
But for
it's
what-
called.
We don't actually have
It's
that.
called subversion. You don't like companies.
But what I'm
countries-
saying is, you did a segue for our podcast, Far Out Dudes, but
Yeah.
we don't actually have a conspiracy theory show.
No, he was
right
just
now
saying
about
that it sounds
China's-
like a conspiracy.
It sounds like a good conspiracy theory subject to go onto our
show.
show that they should go listen to. Link in the description.
Far out dudes.
But we don't have
Far
that
Out
show
Dudes.
about China taking over things,
That's
yet.
But
why I
it's
said it's
just-
a great subject.
It's related. Anyways,
Freaking
so yeah,
goddamn.
I think that's what they're doing. They're just infiltrating companies and slowly taking over them.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of Chinese businessmen.
Have you
and
ever-
people coming in
They're
and
actually
buying up
taking
a bunch
over-
of land.
Yeah, they're actually taking over a lot of the intellectual properties that we have. So they actually learn it, they change it into their own thing, and they take over.
I think what happens is the companies go over there to manufacture it, and then they steal the intellectual property over there. But let me,
Well, that's
but
pretty
let me
ob-
let
that's
me
pretty
continue with
obvious
my
that
point.
that's what happened.
Have you ever seen Yuri Bezmenov subversion video on YouTube? So what they do is they're not gonna start like a hot war. They're just gonna slowly subvert the people and take over that way instead of like actually putting troops on the ground. They're slowly gonna take over every little thing in society.
Yeah, that's
And
why they
slowly
have
convert it.
our current president right now, because he's allowing all of that to happen.
Yeah, I don't get why.
Did you know Chinese people are Chinese? They come from
Wait,
China,
what? No way.
Which is a part of Asia.
So are they Asian or are they Chinese?
Can we
I
talk
don't
about
know.
this?
That's where I need
Can
to
we
dig. That's
can we
a
stay
good
on track so we can finish the podcast so we
theory
can
about
go home?
Our next podcast for our Far Out Dudes. Are Chinese people Asian or Chinese?
Jeez, which one are
What
they?
the fuck?
Anyways, so what was I talking about for you? Anyways, check out Far Out Dudes.
So
Like,
if y'all
subscribe,
can,
leave us a
tell,
comment
we're
below.
just making
Hit the
random
bell.
nonsense conversation in here.
Hit the
So
bell.
don't take everything we're saying seriously.
cowbell.
That's what the show is about. 3 guys and a drink. Okay, so just to let y'all know, Joseph, tell us if they should
Unfortunately-
buy Corona Seltzer or not.
You should buy Corona Seltzer just to throw it down the toilet to have some satisfaction because it is absolutely terrible. The only people that would buy this and enjoy it are some teenage kids that are like, "Ooh, Corona, lemonades, yeah."
look at me
Just try to start off like everyone else did with
Can you talk
Smirnoffs.
louder?
with
Can you
with
talk louder?
Smirnoff. With Smirnoff. Just start off like everyone else with Smirnoff.
I can hear you. I'm picking you up on PJ's mic.
Well, that freaking sucks for you. That's why we're getting a new system. But no, stick with Smirnoff.
wrap it up, buddy.
Why you keep interrupting me? Stick with Smirnoff. Do not.
We got
waste,
5 more minutes.
Do not
okay?
waste your money on these freaking Corona disgusting drinks.
Okay. Yeah, so I agree with Joseph. I didn't care for this at all, to be honest with you. I eventually got used to the drink last week,
I was
the
gonna say,
whiskey.
this is worse than the whiskey.
The whiskey, I eventually got used
At
to the
least that
whiskey, and I
alcohol
kind
in
of
it.
enjoyed it. But this, I don't know. I don't like mineral sparkling carbonated water,
The one I
so
can- the
this
one I
wasn't
can-
very good to
The
me.
one I can tout real quick is Topo Chico Lime. It's
Okay.
really good.
But-
for me,
but that's
it
not
tasted
a-
like Fruity Pebbles.
That's not
For me, it
a
tasted
that's
like
not a
Fruity Pebbles.
seltzer though.
It is a seltzer.
Oh, is it a
Yes.
seltzer? So it has alcohol in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it
well.
tastes like Fruity Pebbles. I'm done.
All right. Well, thanks. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Check out our other podcast, Far Out Dudes. See you next week. This is 3 Guys and a Drink. Thanks.
Fight me IRL.
See, I need to hide your kids, hide your wife, because
Oh my
Corona Seltzer sucks
God.
ass.